everyone, and welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is for the week of January 7th through the 13th, 2023. I am using the Dark Mansion Tarot. We just want 3 cards to help us understand what the message is for the collective for the week ahead. So let's see if we can get 3 cards for everyone. One, 2, and 3. If I need more cards, I'll just grab off to the side. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords. Whoa, we have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Fool. That's pretty fascinating. So I feel like what this is saying here is that the Nine of Swords is something that you could be worried about this week. And I feel that that worry is going to subside quicker than you realize. Because that Queen of Wands is coming through to deliver maybe an idea, some type of intuitive nudge or action that helps you break out of this energy over here with the Nine of Swords that maybe has you in a state of fear or worry or concern. Nine of Swords can talk about like keeping, having sleepless nights. We're kept awake, just thinking, overthinking sometimes, and looking for answers. Maybe we have worries, fears, or concerns we're dealing with, and it's like, right? And there is some angst that comes from that energy as well, where we're dealing with a lot in our mind, maybe in our environment, and then it takes a toll on us. So consider stresses that you might be dealing with this week, any anxiety or pressure that you may feel. That Nine of Swords is indicating that. And I feel like that's going to subside, though. It's not going to last for long. If there's something you're worried about, I think the Queen of Wands comes through with a solution. So a solution will be found, I feel. She has big, bright ideas, and she knows how to execute those ideas. So it does feel like this week, there's a solution to an issue that you might be worried about or some concerns that you have on your mind. If there's some level of stress or anxiety, there's a solution for that also. And it's very action-oriented, whatever this is with the Queen of Wands. It could be a creative idea. It can come up. It could be a sudden inspiration that gets sprung upon you. It could be something that you decide to do out of the blue. But what it does is help get you out of this energy over here and moves you into new territory. But that Fool is saying, be willing to take a risk. Because taking the risk might be the very idea that will help you out, that will get you out of that Nine of Swords energy of maybe something you're scared to do, maybe something you're worried about. The Fool comes in to take the leap and take a chance on oneself. Queen of Wands is definitely energy of trusting oneself, trusting one's intuition, trusting one's creative ideas or sparks or nudges from spirit. So this week is about trusting yourself to do the thing, to take the chance, to take the leap where you need to. Because it feels kind of like the longer that you don't leap, the more time that you take in doing the thing, executing the idea, taking the chance, it just keeps you in the state of fear and holding yourself back with the Nine of Swords. This is the week where you want to try new things. You want to test the waters. You want to take a risk. You want to see where it leads, because it could be the very thing that breaks you out of a difficult situation or a pattern or a challenge with the Nine of Swords that you've been dealing with. I always call the Fool the bravery test, right? Because sometimes you got to leap to find out. Sometimes you got to leap and trust that the net will appear. And the Queen of Wands is a go-getter energy. She's an energy where she's like, okay, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to make it happen. I don't care what it takes or what I have to do. I'm going to do what I feel inspired to do. And there's a restlessness behind her because she's highly motivated, determined, action-oriented, charismatic, creative, goal-oriented. So this is about following through with a desire, a goal, an inspired action, a creative idea, making sure that you follow through with your intuition, your gut that's kind of prompting you to do this. Think of the wands as inspired action, inspiration. And sometimes we got to follow through with that, because it's like the longer we ignore it, the more we sit on our hands, the more we put ourselves in this position of the Nine of Swords, and the more uncomfortable it gets. So I feel like, if anything, it's saying this week, this is the week, it's go time. This is the week where you take a leap of faith. You challenge yourself to try something new. You release anything that would hold you back or keep you from trying. The Fool is an energy where he travels lightly. He only carries his little satchel. And that's symbolic of him not really carrying the weight of the past with him into this new territory that he's traveling into. It is a new chapter. It is a new journey that you're about to take. Maybe it's a decision that you've been grappling with. And with that Nine of Swords, it's like, do I not? Should I not? And you know how that energy back and forth can take a toll on us and put us in that Nine of Swords energy. This is the week where it's like, okay, enough is enough. I'm going to stop debating in my own mind, body, heart, and spirit. And I'm going to finally just take the leap. And it's like, it's also this feeling of, with these three cards, not letting the fears of the past keep you from leaping or taking the risk that you need to take in order to pursue the future you want. So it could be that this is the week where you decide to follow through and say, enough is enough. I'm going to take chances where I need to. I'm not going to let fear stop me. I'm not going to hesitate any longer. I'm not going to let any of that hold me back. The old version of me would have allowed that to happen. The old version of me would have sat on my hands. And the Queen of Wands is too restless. She's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, by the way. It could be you, but it just could also be the energy you're taking on. But what it's feeling like is, okay, enough is enough. The feeling is getting too restless. There's momentum building in my spirit. And I'm not going to be able to fall asleep on the action I know I need to take. The action I know intuitively I must do. But know that when you do take the action and you follow through with the restlessness that you feel in the direction of it, because again, you can't fall asleep on it. You're going to have to. That's why the restlessness is there. That's why it's nudging you with the Queen of Wands energy. Is why it doesn't let you sleep. You see? It's like, because you know what you need to do. And it's like the minute that you follow through with what it is that you need to do, you set off on a new path. It opens up brand new doors for you. And yeah, sometimes you got to throw a little caution to the wind, because at that point, what do you got to lose? It's you fighting with your own mind. Sometimes with the Nine of Swords, where it tells you you can't, or that you shouldn't. And sometimes we got to tell our mind to shut up. Okay? Because thoughts will run amok, and then the next thing you know, you're not following through with the way that spirit has inspired you. And sometimes those spiritual nudges are placed there because there's something that needs to be experienced for further growth and expansion, or to set you off on a new chapter of your life and experience a new journey that you need to have. Let's see. So the feeling is here, what are you waiting for, right? What are you waiting for? Ah, look at that, creativity. Wait, hold on here. There we go. Beautiful energy of the chameleon, creativity. This is about, the chameleon. Let's talk about the animal energy first. It's about adapting, okay? We adapt to the changes. Sometimes to the changes that we create for ourselves. And we kind of just have to allow ourselves to adapt to new things. And sometimes we're scared. Nine of Swords. We're scared of trying new things. Leap of faith would be the new, right? Or new directions with the Fool. So it's like sometimes we're scared of trying new things. And this is saying here, well, sometimes if you just try, you'll adapt. You'll learn to adapt to the new things. Change can sometimes be scary. New energy, new territory, new things with the Fool also can be scary. But the Queen of Wands is inspiring you to work up the courage and build up your confidence, so that way you can pursue these new things, even though sometimes it scares you, and learn to adapt. For some of you, it's a creative idea that you have on your heart and that you've been wanting to pursue. It could be a goal. It could be a creative, or it could be an inspired action that you've been intuitively being led to take. And it's like maybe you've sat on that idea or that intuitive nudge, you've sat on it and haven't really followed through with it. But this is the week where you follow through and you put your fears to rest and you decide you're going to do it. Go big or go home, right? Is the feeling here. Final oracle card over here with the guardian angel tarot cards. These are tarot cards, but they also have an oracle message. So I just want one card here to find out what's going on. Whoa, it's too many. And these cards like to stick together too. But let's see, I just want one. Okay, maybe it's that one. We'll see. Helper of action. It says, you're blessed, you know, and that's another Wands card, by the way. It says, you're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So get busy, follow your instincts, and have fun. Look at that. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. But look, the biggest line in this card that very much ties into this reading is, so get busy, follow your instincts, follow the intuition, inspired nudges that you get from the Queen of Wands energy, right? Follow your instincts and have fun. Make a plan. Do the thing, right? Yeah, do the thing. Take the leap where you need to, because I think this is going to pay off for you. That is also, by the way, the Knight of Wands. So when we think about the Knight of Wands, that is an energy of movement, speed, action, momentum. And oftentimes the Knight will move forward in the direction of the way that it's inspired. It will actually take steps and action in the direction of that thing. And consider the Knights always have the horse. So again, it's just the speed, the momentum, the movement. And the Wands, while you're taking action, you're moving in the direction of the thing that you're inspired to do. And for some of you, it's a creative idea, a goal, something you've been desiring for yourself. And this is about having the will, the courage, the determination with the Queen of Wands to follow through on your intuition and take those actions and move forward with them. Even if it means with the full energy, taking a leap of faith, trusting the process as far as where it can lead, not letting the past hold you down or back from taking that action, putting your fears aside this week with the Nine of Swords, just saying enough of that, and then just following through. Okay, so yeah, I encourage you that if you have an idea, if you have something you've been putting off, if you have been hesitating, if you have been letting your fears get in the way, this is the week where you say, you know what, enough of that. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to take the first step. I'm going to take the leap, and I'll adapt along the way. Because sometimes when we do the thing, later on we realize, you know what, that wasn't so hard. I don't know why I was so scared. I don't know what I was so scared of to begin with. And I think that's what this reading is saying. So I'll go ahead and roll the dice for you now. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice for angel numbers. These angel numbers oftentimes can confirm a lot of what I already said in the reading and or provide you with a message you need personally. At this time, I don't give you source because it could be one you don't like. And I never want to imply that one source is better over another because there's many on the internet. And I always trust that the universe will guide you to one that resonates with you. If you find a source that you feel comfortable with and it speaks to your heart, go with that one. Likewise, I always try to remind everybody not to put the number interpretation in the comment section because we want to make sure that everybody has a chance to find their own magic. That's why I say take the journey to research the numbers for yourself. You never know what kind of synchronicity, serendipity, nuggets of information that Spirit wants to guide you to. If I gave you a shortcut, I would have robbed you of that experience. And I don't want that to happen. Likewise, we don't want to take that experience away from others by putting the interpretation in the comment section. So let everybody find their own magic that way, right? So let's go ahead and find out what the number is for you for your weekly reading. All right, so we have a 2, a 1, and an 8. So I'll put that number in the screen for you. It's 218. Go ahead and look up that number, see what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Also consider joining my channel membership for exclusive content and readings that I put out for members only. You could also visit me on Etsy. The link to my Etsy shop is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have handmade crystal jewelry, personal readings there. I also have Starseed t-shirts that I designed myself on my free time. So have some fun exploring my shop. Pay me a visit at any time. I'd love to see you around. Take care and always keep shining.